All right, so my mom wanted me to create this beer cake for my grandpa for his birthday. But I saw these like cool cakes on Instagram and I was thinking, I'm going to actually make him a beer can cake. That actually is the actual size of a beer can. So watch me challenge myself on this episode of Wake and Bake. I could be a pretty girl. So I got my labels, my chocolate, and a can that I had cleaned and dried out. I melted my chocolate and I was about to start cutting my can. So when I started cutting my can, it was really hard. I just didn't understand because in the video, it was she did it so easily. And I think it took me 3 knives to cut that can open. So I went back to the video and I regrouped myself and I just knew I was missing something. So I got 2 new cans and I got a can opener, and that's how you take it off the top. So it was really easy after that. Got that lid off, pulled the little tab off, and we were good to go. You pour your melted chocolate in there and then you just spread it all around, making sure all your sides are coated. I did this in 2 layers just to make sure that my can wouldn't break when I took this can off. Next step, on a scrap piece of paper, you're gonna just trace and outline the lid part. When you're doing this, please use some good gloves. These things are so sharp, so use some good gloves. Also, you're gonna outline the tab and make sure you get that inside circle. So I'm gonna separate my chocolate, and first I'm making some gray chocolate using some cold black gel. Do not use watercolor. It will make your chocolate seize and it will be all type of bad. I'm also making the color red for the tab. So I got both of my colors and I'm gonna cut a little small hole at the bottom of my bag. And you're just gonna trace your outline over parchment paper or a silicone mat. Something that's non-stick. And I hate doing stuff like this because I do not have a steady hand. But I'm making it work. After you got it outlined, you just want to give it a shake just to make sure all the air bubbles out and just to smooth everything over. So after our can has came out the fridge, after sitting in there for at least 30 minutes, we're going to cut it from top to bottom. Now, if this looks easy, it's not. It's not. The video I watched on it, it looks so easy. It just looked like she just peeled that thing off like an orange. No, this was hard. So be careful and definitely go the way I'm going. Down and then to the side. You cannot cut through the bottom, so don't even try it. So you want to split the can in half as far as you can to the bottom, and then you peel it off. And be careful. I can't say that enough. Be careful. Whew. Once I got it off, I was so happy. And then the bottom part, I went around the edge with the X-Acto knife and it slipped off. It was pretty easy. So after I got that done, I start filling it up with cake and frosting. I used a cake ring just to see how big I can get the cake pieces in there. And I just put it in there and then put the frosting and cake and frosting and cake and frosting. And I just layered it. And I really pushed it down in there. The can is pretty stable, so I didn't have to worry about breaking it. I got these labels from off Etsy. I will put that link below. And I'm just smoothing some chocolate on there. You want to put the chocolate really thin so it doesn't get any wrinkles on it. And I am looking at the picture for reference of which way the can label goes and stuff, and I'm just gonna put it on there. I actually should have did this part last because the wafer paper, the more you mess with it, the more, the ink starts coming off. So this was my first time working with wafer paper, and I definitely should have had this done as the last step. So when you guys do that, do this last. Okay, next step, I'm going to make the top of the can. I start by taking my little chocolate pieces off with a sharp knife, and this little piece broke on me, so that was done. That's why you make extra pieces. So I got my silver, flip it over, and then put the silver on the back of it because that side is really flat and nice. Now the silver, I don't know why it wasn't taken, but it was, I don't know if it's because the chocolate was cold, but it was really hard to get on there. Like, I think I had to paint it like 3 times for the silver to come out a really nice silver. I also painted the red tabs with more red gel coloring because I really wanted it to look as real as possible. We're trying to make this look like a real can. After I was done, I put some chocolate on the back of my tab and put it on top. And there we go. We got the top of a can. Okay, so when I put it on top, it didn't look right. Like, I was like, why is this not meeting up? So I started putting some chocolate on it and just trying to see, like, maybe if I could connect it, fill in the spots where it's not meeting with chocolate, I could just do that. Because a couple of the pieces chipped off at the top, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but it was not meeting up. I don't know what happened. So I started getting in my creative bag, and I start getting some little extra chocolate scrap pieces I had from a can that did not work out. And I just started putting it in at the top and just start filling it in. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, what the freak? So I'm just like filling in chocolate and filling in chocolate pieces. Like putting in some chocolate, gluing it together. Putting in some chocolate, gluing it together. Like just trying to make this can meet with the top of the can. Like we were getting somewhere. We were getting there, but we wasn't there yet. So the next day, because I couldn't sleep at night because it was bothering me, I got my sculpting tools and I got a paintbrush and some more chocolate, and I started going in, filling up all the holes, any holes, once again. I am really a perfectionist, so I am not about to go down like this. So I start scraping my sculpting tool, scraping away, just making that can meet. I really had to use my vision and just go in and just scrape that up. Hopefully you have a better time with this than me. This is what I had to do. Hopefully you won't have to do that. If you do have a difficult time, I hope this helps you. I think I also went in on the cap, and I went in and made it silver one more time in the morning. So it's probably like 3 layers of silver on that. I just kept on scraping and rubbing and scraping and rubbing. And afterwards, I messed up the picture a lot. But afterwards, it was beautiful. Also, the next day, I put another picture on the back of it because that's how the can is. It took me a minute to realize that. I put some corn syrup on top and I called it a day. So, tell me what you guys think. I think I did pretty good, or something that went wrong. So subscribe to me. I am almost to 1,000. So help me out. Thanks for watching Wake and Bake. I'm Chef Sunflour. Bye.